Hello my darlings, welcome to a brand new vlog. This sitting on the bed and chatting to the camera feels very 2017 vlogging era. Do you remember when all of the YouTubers, myself included, used to set up the tripod at the end of the bed and we'd have all these fabulous lights around us? Well, I never had the full lighting set up, but it was very much sit on your bed and talk about beauty products. If anyone has been around watching YouTube since those days, let me know. In fact, I'd love to know, when did you start watching YouTube? That would be a fun thing to know. Anyway, so good morning. It is a lovely day. It's a very windy day, so it's just raining 1 minute and then sunny and blue skies the next minute. That is the British summer for you. But today we've got a really lovely day planned. We are heading over to Thyme, which is one of my favourite hotels in the world, but favourite hotels in the UK. We often get asked from our overseas audience and friends where to stay in the UK. Obviously straw top cottages, but also Thyme, the 𝘞𝘩𝘢𝘢𝘢𝘢𝑗𝑡𝑡 place. If you want London recommendations, let me know, but I would actually recommend M for London recommendations. She knows places better, but in all seriousness, I would recommend the Broadwick in Soho. I also love the artist residence. Anyway, we're not here for hotel reviews. Charlie and I are heading to Thyme today for a cookery school, which is lovely. They do really wonderful seasonal cookery classes there, and Thyme very kindly invited us, so we said yes please, and I'm really looking forward to it. This is a time of year when the kitchen gardens are abundant in ingredients, so I think it's going to be really, really lovely. I've done a quick Pilates this morning, popped on this little dress which I feel is very on brand for Thyme, and I've actually switched up my jewellery pieces for the first time in a long time. I received a lovely delivery from Mejuri, and Mejuri is one of those brands where they create what I would classify as fine jewellery, but they're the kind of pieces that are so wearable. You just want to wear them every single day. And I'm not a believer in saving things for best. I think if you've got something lovely, make the most of it, whether it is wearing your favourite pair of shoes more regularly. And especially with jewellery, I think that beautiful quality jewellery can really elevate an outfit, and it doesn't need to be like diamond pieces. Mejuri do some really lovely diamond pieces, but it can just be gorgeous quality jewellery pieces that work from day to night. So let me show you my new pieces. So this kind of ribbed style is a collection that Mejuri have had for a long time. Let's just try and make sure that's focusing. There we go. I really like building up a ring cluster, and this one here from Mejuri, it kind of looks like I don't know how you would describe it. It's kind of ribbed. It's classic, but also on trend. That's what Mejuri do really, really well. And I've paired it with some more simple designs. This is just a simple gold ring to add a little bit of something to my engagement ring hand. And then I've also chosen this really lovely pearl bracelet. I am always, forever a huge lover of pearls. I think they're a really feminine and dainty way to accessorize with something that is totally timeless. And then the matching earrings matching to one of the rings that I showed you. These are just really simple little gold hoops. And I find that a little gold hoop like this is perfect for every day. They will never go out of fashion. So many pieces that I have personally had from Mejuri for like 5 or 6 years, ever since I first discovered the brand, I still absolutely adore to this day because they are so timeless. They also have a really wide range of finishes, which means a wide price point as well. So you can get gold vermeil, which is essentially gold covered, all the way through to 14 karat gold. They've got sterling silver. So these pieces, they all look and have that incredibly high quality and also very sustainable. Mejuri really pay attention to their entire supply chain. But there are price points that hopefully work for everybody, from the gold vermeil all the way up to the diamond 14 karat gold pieces. So really, really beautiful quality. I personally don't take them off when I'm showering and washing my hands and things like that, so incredibly versatile. And if you're looking for gifts, then I always think that beautiful quality, timeless jewellery is really gorgeous. So very happy with my jewellery switch up, especially the hoops. They will just go with all of my different outfits. And of course, because they're not like crazy on-trend pieces, I find that they all stack up really beautifully. So Mejuri pieces that I'm treating myself to now, mixed with pieces that I've had in my collection for years, they all pair together so beautifully. So you could do a gorgeous bracelet cluster, build a lovely ring stack. I've chosen to do mine on separate hands, but yeah, you can really have fun with these pieces because they are so beautiful and timeless. Dress wise, I love a square neckline. I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but let's just say if you're a fan of square necklines, you're gonna love the new Flossy collection that Freddie's bringing out very soon. I think she's already dropped some teasers, so I'm not revealing anything top secret. But I love the square neckline of this. It's got really lovely scallop detail down at the bottom. I have done a little bow to cinch it in at the waist. We've got pockets. I don't know if you can see the length, but it is a kind of a full length dress. Just really perfect for a day, maybe wandering through the kitchen garden at Thyme and doing a little bit of cooking. I don't like anything too long sleeve when I'm cooking. So that is the outfit of the day. So yes, we are gonna head up across to Thyme. I probably will pop into the Burford Garden Company as well because that's super nearby. And then tomorrow I'm taking you to another of our favourite Cotswold destinations, which is the Cotswold Distillery, because we have got our Fashion Mumbler team day. So hopefully it's going to be a really fun vlog. If you are visiting the Cotswolds, then don't forget we have got our big guide to the Cotswolds in a blog post. I'll leave a little preview of that on the screen here. We'll leave a link down below. I'll also leave everything that I'm wearing and the beautiful jewellery pieces in the description box down below as well. We do also have a discount code for the Mejuri pieces, so all the information for that will be in the description box as well. So without further ado, let's hit the road because it's time to go to Thyme. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. Made it to Thyme, and I always just admire their gardens here. Interesting they've not deadheaded their peonies. I have been deadheading mine, and I'm sure that that is on purpose because...
For some sort of wildlife, maybe?
Maybe.
The original around the base of the tree looks nice, doesn't it?
It does.
I think that's new.
Yeah, well, they just are always working on this. They've really... Yes! Oh gosh, I need to ask them. Maybe it just is something to do with the energy. I don't know. That's really peculiar.
Would deadhead it for energy.
Yeah, well then a Peter catmint is looking gorgeous. Lots of that. Little buxus balls. It really is a beautiful garden. It's a shame we don't have a blue sky day like yesterday. But anyway.
Buxus, by the way.
Is it, did I say buxus? What is it?
Mate.
Is it you?
It's you.
Oh.
Taxus.
Taxus. Taxus. Buxus.
Speaking out over
Gosh.
you.
I know. Oh, that's cute. Oh, how lovely. Right, let's head to the cookery school. Okay, we have made it to beautiful Thyme. So today is their main kind of flagship cookery class. So really excited for that. It's going to start in about 5 minutes. So I've got 5 minutes to browse my favourite little shop. And there are so many gorgeous pieces here. My outfit is very matching, very Thyme coloured. But yeah, let's have a little look around the boutique. Their tablecloths are just my absolute favourite. And I mean, how sweet is this? Little ceramic mushrooms as the cutlery rests. Got beautiful little posy glasses. I love this frosted pink. I'm hoping that my nigellas are going to grow in the garden because they look so pretty. The Bertioli section over here, and this is their new candle. Should we take a moment for this packaging? The original Bertioli candle was our wedding scent, and then this is their new one, Cut and Garden. It's so fresh and gorgeous. Got everything a florist could desire, like the frogs, lots of seeds, really beautiful. I mean, how gorgeous. The branding of everything here is so lovely. And then if we spin round, they've got these new giant flowers to help to make the area look fabulous. That's the original candle, our favourite, and the soap and hand lotion that we've got at home. Bertioli, it's all about the breath. breathing balm, just so gorgeous. And this section, which is really highlighting their fabrics, which you can pop on lampshades, you can pop on sofas, cushions, footstools. You can now buy it by the meter, which is great. But yes, doesn't it just look absolutely glorious? So this is the table setup inside the cookery school. We can see we're going to be learning how to make the elderflower cordial that we've just been enjoying. Flowers look just absolutely gorgeous. Okay, the class is about to begin. Okay, everyone is just arriving and I've just spoken to the lady that's taking the course. So it's called the Instinctive Cook, and this course is all about looking at the ingredients that are growing right now and making the most of them. So we're going to be doing recipes with broad beans, with courgettes, with runner beans, with nasturtium, and lots of different herbs. So basically, my dream cookery class, which is wonderful. The cookery school is right here, and right next door is the herb garden, but I think we're actually going to start the session with a trip down to the kitchen garden. So really excited to create lots of seasonal recipes. Starting with a gooseberry and lavender tart. Got the pastry luckily already made, so we can roll it out into our little tins and then go and get the ingredients from the garden. Very loud extractor fan, but how lucky are we? The sun has come out. Hallelujah. It was actually raining on my way down. So we've just had a little pastry masterclass, and those last clips that you'll have seen were putting together the elderflower cordial. And Marge, who is our teacher for today, I said that I've got loads of rhubarb in the garden, and she recommended either rhubarb and rose. If you've got fragrant rose petals, you can use them, or rhubarb and raspberry leaf. And you can basically simmer those ingredients with water, obviously, sugar, and a little bit of sliced lemon to create a beautiful syrup or cordial. Can I show lettuce on the vlog? Here's Sasha. I went straight for the dog, as humans should always take priority. I know, that's the first way that I met Dickie, was straight through the schnozzle. So Sasha has brought a little lettuce along. Remind me how old lettuce is?
She's just turned 11.
11. Oh, she's gorgeous. We've just been talking about how ferocious they can be with pigeons.
So ferocious.
I've heard your tales.
1 squirrel, 3 pigeons.
Naughty girl. Oh, she's so lovely. Well, this is just absolutely glorious. We're on our way to the kitchen garden, but this is the Thyme cut flower garden. So the florist here at the hotel will come and pick lots of different stems from here to bring into the rooms, into the reception area. So many beautiful things growing. If we see the gardener, I'm going to ask about the peonies, because I'm intrigued to know what I've been doing wrong. Look at this, their lavender is in full bloom. And my goodness, is this raspberries over here or blueberries? My gosh, looks incredible. Picking up so many facts. Apparently Jerusalem artichoke are from the sunflower family. I didn't know that. Isn't that fascinating? Yeah, oh my gosh. So we're finding our way through, heading from the edible flowers into the actual kitchen garden. Gosh, their dahlias are out. Mine are not ready yet. But this garden is exceptionally sunny.
Oh, look, they're using the sheep wool.
Ah, that's a good idea. A little bit of sheep wool for the insulation. Got plenty of that going around. Gosh, that's such a good idea. Of course, the dahlias can grow through it. We are always quizzing the gardening team, and they have been using their sheep's wool. They've just been sheared because of the wonderful temperatures, and it's a fantastic protector, slug repellent, and insulator for the dahlias. They also pop a layer down, they don't pop a layer down in autumn. They pop a mound of compost over the top of the dahlias to keep them protected, but this year is 𝑭𝒂𝒕𝒊𝒐𝒏, as fellow gardeners will know, so it's a great little preventative measure. And here we go, the kitchen garden. Yes, the raspberries. Notice how they're not in a raised bed. No, ours are doing better, aren't they? Gosh, I love these lavender lined walkways. We need to find out what their pruning technique is so that we can do the same. What have you spotted in there, darling?
I think they are loganberries.
Loganberries?
Yeah, so look, they're not, we've got them at home as well. I don't know if they're a variety of raspberry, but I think they are a totally different species, but look how long they are.
Yeah,
and
beautiful.
they're a lot darker, but they're really nice. They're kind of like, they're not too sweet. They're a nice sharpness.
Lovely. Great on your yogurt. There's another sausage! Another sausage! This is the best day ever. Her name is Doris.
Yeah, she's 4.5 months.
Doris, 4.5 months. Doris!
Doris, come on. Right, we'll go to...
Americanisms that I'm not a fan of, but zucchini
It's
I
so
am.
wonderful.
It's so much better than courgette.
Yes.
No! Charlie and I can't stop kissing Doris. She is the official kitchen garden sausage here at Thyme. Is that a tummy I see? Is that a tummy I see? That's a lovely long tummy. Are you going to nibble me or are you going to kiss me? Nibbles and kisses. Nibbles and kisses. That's a nice tummy. That's a nice tummy.
nibbly, she is.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
but you have to go,
Oh! Yeah, because then she stops. Clever girl. Are you playing? Are you playing? Been busying away. We've each had different jobs to do and everything is coming together. We've got courgette, purple basil salad. We've got some burratas with chili, olive oil, broad beans, a little bit of balsamic. Here's our tarts for later. We're going to add some toasted pine nuts and the beans all together. The broad bean dip coming together beautifully. Lovely. Is that what we're going to have with the flatbreads? Flatbreads. Fabulous. Oh my gosh. What a feast.
Be good.
Charlie, we should take a burrata and broad bean to your mum and dad's on Sunday.
You're having a burrata, mate.
That made them very happy.
That sure
We should
would.
recreate that dish this weekend.
Yeah.
How do you fancy making one for us, Marshall? I'll do it. Right. What does this
Lovely. That's a wrap on the Cookery school morning. We've just enjoyed the fruits of our labour, quite literally, in the kitchen. It was all absolutely scrumptious and so many ingredients that I've got growing in the garden, so I'm definitely going to be recreating all of those dishes. And now this is their main kind of barn area, and they always have different local artists showing their work here, so I thought I'd have a little look around. This is the current artist. I'm not going to be able to pronounce this correctly, am I? 𝘞𝘩𝘢𝘍𝑗𝑡𝑔reen, and it's all beautiful floral artwork. Look at this, kind of like a little campanula wildflower, wild garlic, more wildflower. It's absolutely beautiful. giant nasturtiums. That looks like a dahlia. I really like the wildflower ones actually.
Yeah.
Aren't they beautiful?
Do you know what though? I'd be interested to know what your lovely YouTube subscribers think. I've always found it quite difficult to envisage where a square painting will go.
Yeah.
Like that one I can see as an obvious like staircase. I guess over a mantelpiece, but
Geranium, that's pretty.
my favourite is this one. I like this.
Really?
Yeah, I just love there's a lot of depth.
That's our critical art synopsis by Charlie Irons.
Amateur artwork.
Amateur.
Well, not this amateur, but amateur artwork analysis. Right.
It was funny, the hotel we stayed at in Ibiza, Hacienda, they also had little sheep everywhere.
You know, a family friend of ours used to make and sell these.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not sure if these were his or not.
Do you know what? You've told me that every single time we've come here together.
And you didn't know.
I did, but I just thought I'd act surprised. Right, we've got our gooseberry and almond tarts. I'm actually going to leave mine down here while we go and explore the shop. The Thyme boutique, they've always got so many lovely bits. I've not seen trays in here before. That's nice. I always need trays for my mac and cheese TV dinners. Probably not what Thyme had in mind. Gorgeous. I love their prints. These are all sketched by Karen, the owner. Very talented lady. Look at these lovely pieces, these little egg cups with the sheep on there. Little sausage dog, salt and pepper. This is a good idea, you can pop people's names in here, so it's a little place setting and a napkin holder. Beautiful. That was a glorious experience at Thyme. We've got the tarts to bring home with us, so I think we'll probably enjoy those tomorrow. But whenever I come to Thyme, of course, the lure of the Burford Garden Company is just too much. I can't drive home without coming into the Burford Garden Company. There's nothing necessarily that I need. I just love having a look around, and having said that, I've remembered that they do have, or they had last year, a very good seedling section. So again, nothing that I need, but we all know that I'm not going to come home empty-handed, so let's go and have a look around. So as always, starting off in the home section, I always just love their cabbageware here. I don't think I've seen that one before. It looks a little bit like a nasturtium leaf. And these mugs, they're so fun. Love them. So this is Cathly. This is the new brand created by Kath Kidston, and it's all focused around geraniums. They've got a little guide here to growing geraniums. If you haven't smelled this range yet, it is so lovely. That's a body wash. They've got these lovely bottles of body lotion in the glass jars. Really nice gift ideas. Room sprays. Is this a diffuser refill? Ooh, bubble bath. Oh my gosh, I bet that's heavenly. They also sell this at the Chippy Flower Farm near us, which is really lovely. Beautiful branding. She's done such a lovely job. Look at that. It's like a 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 of an English country house and greenhouse. Beautiful pattern. Got a feeling that this area is new. It's a whole little corner full of pet things, little doggy bits. They've got harnesses, dog beds, toys. So cute. Unfortunately, no little doggies here. I always go into the pet sections hoping that someone might have bought their doggy. Now these giant willow sticks are genuinely really useful, especially for growing your beans up. I just have no idea how I'd get them home. A little bit of a challenge, but yeah, for sweet peas and runner beans, creating a teepee of willow sticks like this is such a good idea. Now it's a little bit late this year, but they've got a huge selection of peas and beans here, and some of them are 50% off. This would be a great opportunity to stock up for next year, but I must not buy any seeds, and I really am going to practice some self-control today. I'm sure you can see why I find it so tempting though. They just look like little sweetie packets. It's just so easy to collect them. but my goodness, it means that I've got a lot of jobs to do in the garden. I have to say, the food section here is one of my favourites. They've got such incredible produce. This is the Mediterranean/Italian section. Gosh, they've even got dried herbs, I'm not gonna lie. I can definitely just pick those from the garden. But they've got everything you need for a fantastic pizza oven, pizza evening at home. They've got some produce that's actually come from Italy. Really lovely quality olive oils, different risottos. Gosh, that looks like a very fancy olive oil, my goodness. So many great bits and bobs. I'm actually after some avocado oil to do my air frying. Not sure if they'll have this here. Do you know what? I'm gonna get this for Charlie's mum because I've noticed that she's been using a broken cheese grater for the last year. Interesting to see this brand here. If anyone has watched Clarkson's Farm, oh yeah, it literally says at the top, as seen on Clarkson's Farm. So this is the company Wild Farmed that are doing the regenerative farming, where they really pull together farmers that are trying regenerative farming. If you've watched Clarkson's Farm, you'll know all about it. And now they have very cleverly created their own brand, so they can offer even more payment to the farmers. So they've started off with things like flour, so you can get that here. Plain flour, wholemeal flour. I think we do actually need some plain flour, that's very handy. And back out into the sunshine. Gosh, that looks like a type of, yeah it is, it's a campanula. Never seen them look like that before. That is so beautiful. Gosh, I just love campanula. They've got a great selection of pots here as well. I actually need another one for my tomatoes, so I'm gonna have a little mooch around. That's quite a good size for a tomato plant. Gosh, it's so breezy. I think I need to find a shopping trolley first. Yeah, that's a really good one. This is so beautiful. This reminds me of the wisteria archways at the 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 Hotel, but this is an archway just covered in different kinds of roses. My goodness, my twitch and need to do the deadheading is very strong. I wonder if they would give me a staff discount if I spent the rest of the day deadheading. I would happily oblige. Oh my gosh. So each archway is a different variety of rose. I think my favourite is this one, which is called The Generous Gardener by our friend David Austin. Funny, after seeing the wool at Thyme, which obviously they've got so much of, completely for free from shearing their sheep. I wonder how much this is, just for a little bag of wool here. Probably about £10, I imagine. So funny. Darlings. Well, I've never started a morning's vlog off in a sauna before, but I've come 20 minutes early to the club this morning to do an infrared sauna before Pilates, very much inspired by my lovely friend NJ. I also noticed this morning that my ultra-human ring has got a few breathwork kind of programs that you can follow. The infrared sauna is not like mega hot like a regular sauna, but you get these panels of infrared light, which is really good for the skin. As you can see, I'm going a little bit red. It's a little bit warm, but not like a regular sauna. So I'm going to do 5 minutes of breath work and then head into Pilates. A very wholesome start to the day. So I just did about 7 minutes of a box breath, which is really simple. You don't need an app really, but this is quite good because it vibrates, so you can shut your eyes and not concentrate on anything. Got a little bit more red. Yeah, it's really not roasting. My phone says it's 33 degrees, or my body is 33 degrees. So you breathe in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, hold for 4. Box breathing. In, hold, out, hold. Great start to the day. So now let's go and move our body, my body, in Pilates. Better turn this off. Not sustainable to leave this running. There we go. Maybe I should convert our black bathroom into an infrared sauna. I feel very, very lucky that my gym is this beautiful wildflower. There's a little pool area, paddle courts, just stunning. I always go on the same reformer every class, this one, under the fans, and I can enjoy the view. So beautiful. So we overlook the farm, hear the cows mooing during the class. Such an amazing class. I just love the 7:30 a.m. gang. We have so much fun. It was very tough though. My abs are going to be feeling it tomorrow, which is good. So now I've got to do a little bit of shopping and pick up some bits that we need in the house for the weekend, and some nice tasty treats for our Fashion Monday team day. Best avocado toast. We've got avo, olive oil, butter, toasted seeds, peas, beans and radish from the garden, pea shoots from the garden. What am I missing? Chili flakes. Oh, I haven't put the dukkha on. Dukkha is the finishing touch. Let's not look at my cookery mess. That should keep us going until lunchtime. Okay, we have made it to the Cotswold Distillery. This is their lovely shop, and you can sit and have a nice lunch out here. It's really, really glorious. There's a lot of activity going on at the moment because they're having a party on Sunday, so they're putting lots of fire pits and seating out here. They've improved or extended the car park back there, but let's go and meet the group, and we're going to have a little tour of the distillery. Cotswold Distillery Gilets. Charlie's going to want one of those, isn't he? So here we are in the main distillery. This was the Cotswolds Gin's original distilling contraption, and they have since got a second one here. The gins are made purely with Cotswold botanical ingredients such as dried angelica root and other botanicals and water, and that is the only ingredients in them. They've also got the whiskey distillers up here and one doing rum. We've learned so many interesting facts that would be great for a pub quiz, so I'll share those with you at the end of the tour, but what a beautiful space. So this is the raw ingredient for the whiskey. This is the malt barley from the Cotswold fields. You can smell raw ingredients with the whiskey. These are the giant whiskey distillers that were handmade and brought in here down from Scotland. They are made completely out of copper. I can't even begin to describe how big they are. I don't think you'll be able to tell quite the size of them, but my goodness, they are so beautiful and filled with Cotswold wheat and barley ready to be turned into whiskey. So this is a giant mill. The Cotswold barley goes in there and it gets ground down, ready to get put into the distilling machines.
During the course of the match, and it takes several hours, there are two very specific temperatures of hot water that we use. This is where the science bit happens, because each...
This is such a fascinating process. So the local barley goes in here with water, and it's condensed down, and then what's left, they take away the warm mushy barley, give it to a local farmer whose cows are very, very happy to have that as a little snack, and then the water is then distilled further to turn into whiskey. Okay, where are we going next? So I've just been learning about the process to distill that's going on here, and my goodness, it is such a confusing chemistry. I wonder who on earth figured out how to do that. My gosh, it's incredible to see it all in action. So the whiskey is purely the barley, water and yeast. It takes only 5 days to distill in these giant distillers, but the reason that whiskey takes so long is obviously once it's in the barrels it can age for around 3 years, so that is why whiskey takes so long to create. And this is the pure product and the raw ingredients, just this, water and yeast. I did not know that. So this chute down here is where the barley that is has been used for the production ends up, and then that trailer is taken away by a local farmer. Nothing goes to waste. So Charlie's just said that this colour comes from the barrel. So this is one that hasn't been in the barrel yet. So she's added a cube of ice into the gin and also the whiskey, and that really releases the aromas. It smells so much more strongly. So this is infused with lavender botanicals, which you can really smell from the gin. Yeah, very interesting.
I'll tell you why that happens.
So now for the tasting. These are some of the different whiskies that we can try. Our favourite is, well, my favourite, sorry, just grab this one. This is the summer cup, so it's like their version of Pimm's. That is
Have you ever had
our fave. So this is a really good idea. This is their gin essence, a highly concentrated version of the Cotswold dry gin. So you can add around 20 drops of this into a glass with some tonic, and it's like a slightly lower alcohol G&T. Great idea. Hello my darlings, we are back home again. I apologise if my vlogging at the Cotswolds Distillery was a little bit compass mentum. I felt really hay fevery when we were there, like my eyes just super itchy, and I felt like I had mega brain fog. So if what I was saying made no sense, I don't think I could even string sentences together. So hopefully the visual was enough. I've spoken to so many people this year and they've said that their hay fever in general is just crazy this year. So that's what I'm going to blame it on. But we had a really lovely tour and I just love it there so much. I think as a business they are just doing everything that I love to hear. So they obviously work with lots of local farmers, lots of local producers. A lot of the ingredients within their products has been sourced locally, whether it's the Cotswold wildflower or the barley from the fields to make the whiskey. This is probably my favourite gin. This is their wildflower gin. They've got number 1, number 2, number 3. Actually number 3 is my favourite. And you'll have seen the incredible copper distillers, I think that's the word, in the distillery. What they do at the Cotswold Distillery is literally the raw ingredients from the field come in. They do the entire distillation and bottling and labelling and selling process. So it's they call it a field to field process. Everything gets done under one roof. Well, a few roofs. There's a few buildings in the Cotswolds. And then even the byproduct, so the soggy barley that's rejected or not needed when it's been distilled for the whiskey, that then goes back on the fields and is eaten by the farmers' cows. So it's really, really circular. And when it comes to the gin, we saw the beautiful copper distillers, and Cotswold Distillery only use, this is not an ad by the way, this is just me being very passionate about a local brand. They only use the heart of the gin, so there's top parts, there's bottom parts that maybe don't taste quite as good. Cotswold Distillery only use the best bits. So you might be thinking, as Charlie asked, what happens to the less good bits that most gin brands would just shove it all in? Well, Cotswold Distillery have started this wetlands project, and basically this leftover not so perfect gin goes through this kind of natural filtration system that it's not fully started yet. They're just kind of finalizing it, and it might even start in a couple of weeks. And they've got this triple or quadruple layer of water reeds. Hope I'm getting this right. And the reeds will distill the gin water, and then the water will then go into this wetland area, and it'll be really fertile soil, and they're going to grow willows in this wetland, which is such a fantastic way of using up and getting benefit from, again, the waste product. I love that so many of the ingredients are grown locally, that they work with local farmers, local producers, and yet they are a global brand. You can find these little bottles, not this exact product, but you can find their bottles in Soho House properties. I think it used to be Johnnie Walker, but it's now the Cotswold Distillery. whether you're in Brazil or China or America, you can find the Cotswolds Distillery, and it's literally just 5 minutes down the road from us, and it's such a wonderful business. It still feels like a small business. They're not owned by one of the huge alcohol brands like a Diageo or a Bacardi or anything. Their investor, Dan, is the founder, and then their investor is 𝑭𝒂𝒂𝒂 Brothers, which is the wine conglomerate in London, so keeping it all very British. And yeah, it's a really, really wonderful brand. I don't know if we've got any left because we get through it quite quickly. I should have picked up another bottle, but their summer cup is basically like a million times better version of Pimm's. You'll have all been on the same journey as me, discovering about ingredients and having things which are less processed, and I'm now very conscious of reading ingredient labels. If you read the ingredients in these, I mean, it just sounds like a garden to be honest, but if you were to read the ingredients, for example, in a bottle of Pimm's, it might petrify you how chemically products like that are. Well, the Cotswolds Distillery have got a product called Summer Cup, which is made from natural Cotswolds botanicals, and you use it in the same way as Pimm's, but it tastes better and it's so much better for you. This is a really nice alternative if you want a low alcohol option. So I showed it to you briefly in the shop, but again, I don't know if I was making any sense because my brain was not functioning. Let me know if you can relate. This is their gin essence, a 10 times botanical concentration of the dry gin. Add 5 ml of essence, 5 full droppers, to 200 ml of your favourite tonic for a light and refreshing G&T with less alcohol. So listen to this. The Cotswolds Distillery is born out of a dream to produce outstanding natural spirits in one of the most beautiful and best loved regions in the world. We are the first and only distillery within the Cotswolds area of outstanding natural beauty. Our rural site, lovingly developed with golden Cotswold stone, reflects our commitment to showcase the best that this wonderful region has to offer. We're a family-run business with a young, talented team who are passionate about small batch distilling and the Cotswolds. We love what we do, and we strive to make every day and make spirits worthy of our beautiful surroundings. Enjoy. Love that. Absolutely love that. They're just such a lovely company. So yeah, we loved our tour. Unfortunately, it wasn't a full Fashion Mumbler team day because Molly, who lives down near Kent, very far from us, we try to all get together as a team at least once a quarter. She just experienced the most awful traffic because there was sadly a really big accident on the main motorway. So after like 5 hours in the car, we were like, it's just too much. So she turned around. So sorry, Molly. A day wasted, and yeah, we'll have to reorganize our team day. But yeah, that was a really nice way to spend the afternoon. So I'm going to pop these in our drinks cupboard, and then this afternoon, the sun is trying to come out again. I am going to make my rhubarb ice cream again because we've got so much rhubarb in the garden. So that is what's next on the agenda. Okay, I have got my ingredients here, except for the rhubarb, which I've just realised is still in the fridge, the most important ingredient for rhubarb ice cream. So all you need is 6 egg yolks. I will save the egg whites and make a nice omelette tomorrow. Vanilla, an actual pod or vanilla bean paste, double cream, whole milk, and some caster sugar. I've also just, well, to be honest, you were resting on this bottle earlier. That was my tripod, but I wanted to show you the very exciting new ocean bottles because, first of all, the colours are just gorgeous. So I've chosen the shale green, and then they've also got this lovely sandstone colour. But what's really exciting is that these are now, you can get them as a 3-in-1, so you don't have to decide which lid type suits you best. You can actually get all three. So you get the classic lid, you get the on-the-go flip lid, which also comes with the straw. So if you don't want to, you know how it works with the straw. And then also the brew cup lid, which is amazing. And I took my coffee to Pilates this morning in this. You just twist this, it's completely leak proof, and it becomes a little cup. As I'm sure you know, hang on, let's use this one as a tripod for a second. As I'm sure you know, it's got water in it, but hopefully it won't spill. You can take the lid off an ocean bottle and use that as a little cup if you want to. Keeps things cold, keeps things hot. I think I read that this is 67% recycled material, and then every purchase of an ocean bottle funds a collection of over 1,000 ocean-bound plastic bottles. So yeah, I wanted to share with you the new bottles, which I absolutely love. This has become my new everyday bottle. I think this shale green colour is gorgeous. I'll leave these linked down below, and as a reminder, we always have a discount code which you can use on Ocean Bottle, which I'll leave on the screen here. And yeah, they really are the best. Charlie and I always have one with us in various sizes. We've got the giant ones, I think one's in the dishwasher. Yep, here we go. So the giant ones, we've got a few of the limited edition, the terracotta, the brew cup in the forest green, another giant one, which is just really great for road trips. They are our water bottle of choice. We absolutely love our ocean bottles. Okay, right, let's get started. So I've saved down the rhubarb ice cream recipe. I'm going to start by splitting my egg yolks, and then we'll get started. Okay, my darlings, I have made the base of the ice cream, which is essentially a vanilla custard that is in the freezer. And then I've made a stewed rhubarb, which is essentially rhubarb and sugar, just very gently blended and heated, so it's falling apart but not completely mushy. That is also in the freezer. Tomorrow I will churn the two together and then it will become the ice cream. I'm probably not going to carry on this vlog tomorrow, so that it's not deeply unsatisfying not seeing the finished result. What I'm going to do is film the finishing of the ice cream tomorrow and add that in to the edit here. Okay, slightly messy kitchen clip from Josie from the future, but essentially what we've done is I've tipped the frozen rhubarb into Thyme mix, blended that up a little bit, and the frozen custard essentially, and now I'm just mixing the two together, but not completely, because we want them to be more marbled. It's like a rhubarb ripple as opposed to a raspberry ripple. It's a much bigger quantity than I've done before, so I'm going to get another one of these, and then once I've done a little bit of rippling, it's going to go back in the freezer, and then tomorrow morning it should be ready. Okay, my darlings, you're back from your future trip to see how the ice cream was made. So one more thing that I decided to do just quickly in the Thermomix, seeing as it was dirty already and I still had loads of rhubarb in the fridge, was, it doesn't look very nice, but it will be wonderful. This is a stewed rhubarb, ginger and orange concoction, stewed. I'm gonna let that cool down and add it into a jar. That's just so nice with yogurt, with cream on a dessert. We've got Charlie's family gathering on Sunday, so I think this with yogurt will be really nice as a little dessert with some berries maybe. So I just need to take out the actual bits of orange rind. They've done a great job at flavouring along with some ginger and obviously the rhubarb in there. So yeah, I'm just going to leave that to cool down. Now the ice cream required 6 egg yolks, which means I have got the eggshells. They've been in the agar to sterilise. Now I'm just going to crush them up and put them around the base of my dahlias. I also picked up in Daylesford this morning, I don't think I showed you, one of their salad seedling boxes. I like to get these every year because they're so good, and I thought we'd just go outside and plant them. This is very exciting. We are days away from the first dahlias of 2024. Some people have had their first dahlias already. I'm a little bit behind, but I cannot wait for these little guys to catch up. So just so the slugs don't catch them, I'm going to be crushing up. Ooh, I need to wear gloves. These are a bit spiky. But yeah, I'm going to crush up the eggshells and add them around the bases. Okay, my darlings. Oh, I've got a tomato sticking out of my ear. We're about to head over to George and Petra's to pick them up. We're heading out to a new pub for dinner tonight. I think it's called the Horse and Groom, but yeah, really excited to head there. So I am taking a trug of seedlings to George and Petra because they have now got raised beds, which is really exciting. I'm going to take a tomato mango lassi and a honeycomb tomato, and then also a couple of green courgettes and a buttercup squash. My favourite thing to give people is vegetables for them to grow. And then here I have got a basket of rose petals for one of my lovely YouTube watchers who's getting married tomorrow. She's staying at a hotel that's literally on our way between here and George and Petra's. So I'm going to drop off this basket of rose petals for her confetti throw tomorrow. They smell amazing. She's going to have gorgeous weather. So it's going to be a fabulous day, I'm sure. Oh my gosh, they smell so good. Oh, I just love weddings. Gorgeous. Okay, let's hit the road. So I was right, it's the Horse and Groom, and we are at Boughton-on-the-Hill. So the views from here are just amazing. My goodness. Charlie has ordered ham hock for two, just for himself.
Thank you. You're going to have a bit, aren't you?